Hello, good evening, and yes, we are live, and you're welcome to my firm Academy Chronicles Testimonies, life-changing testimonies. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are watching us from. And here we're talking about how accountability, how a system has changed, someone's life. And tonight is not just a meeting, the regular meeting that we have in the academy, but it's a celebration of structure, it's a celebration of growth, and of course, of transformation. Over the past years, we have seen incredible stories. I have seen life-changing testimonies of people that have come into the academy and their marriages have become better, their families have become better, their kids have become better. And you are about to hear one testimony from me that keeps standing out. Yes, from we have Miss Tina Henshaw with us today, and she's going to be sharing with us. So we're going to have inspiring time with her. So I want you to sit back and be inspired, and maybe just tonight will be the night you decide to even become much more intentional with your family, with your parenting, and with your marriage. So, like I said, I've already let the cat out of the bag. Our guest for tonight. I've been privileged to watch her grow in the Fem Academy, and not just watch her grow, and also watch her bring in much more people to be to have better structure, to have better system. I remember those days when we talk and she would ask me some questions. And of course, two of us were on a journey and we found ourselves in this place. Of course, she was searching for consistency, she was searching for structure, balance. And today we have a testimony of transformation. So join me, everybody, from wherever you're watching from, and let us welcome Miss Tina Henshaw. Good evening, Miss Tina Henshaw.
Good evening, Coach Busy.
Thank
What
you
a
so much.
privilege to be on set with you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much, ma.
Thank you.
Privilege to be
Thank you.
here.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
It's been an amazing years, many years now, and
Yes.
we're still counting,
Yes.
and our testimonies are numerous, and we're grateful to God for personally, I'm grateful to God for the privilege of meeting you, and then being in the Farm Academy has been a blessing. I've seen the academy impact not just me, but as many that have come in contact with me because you know it's a thing to shout about.
Mhm.
It's not something I can keep quiet about because I've seen it transform my life. I've seen it
Mhm.
transform my marriage, the way I relate with people, with my children, with my husband. It has been a blessing all through. And I'm grateful, ma.
Thank you very much, Miss Tina. I want you to just take a flip, a brief flip back to before you joined the academy, what maybe your marriage was like then, and coming into the academy, the struggle, what were some of the challenges you were facing before joining, and where do you think you are now?
Okay, like I said before, the academy, my journey in the academy has been awesome.
Mhm.
And, I'm smiling today because of all that I have learned,
Yes.
all I have taken from the trainings, from the webinars, from the many interactive classes we've had in the academy. Prior to the time I joined the academy, my marriage has been, how do I describe it now? It has been not really palatable. We're just living like neighbors. Um, there was no communication. The communication line was very thin,
Mhm.
almost non-existent. You know, and my relationship with my children also.
Mhm.
You know, I have teenagers, and it's been like Basbos, it's been like, the African mother mentality,
Yes.
but the academy has taught me
Mhm.
that it's not just about, it's not by power.
Mm,
Okay, the
mm,
communication, number one, I've learned that communication is very, very vital in a family. The
mm,
bond that we have been able to build has become very firm. You
mhm,
know, the many times we have the family nights, you
mhm.
know, initially it was weird. It was, sincerely, it was weird. You know, how can
I
we
can
bring them
imagine.
together? I
Mhm.
can remember the first time we had a family night.
Gratitude night.
You know, yes, my first daughter, she was in school, and I was like, how do I bring her in into this? So we have to go live. We set our table, we had our tables, we had our meals, and then she was like, "Oh, mommy, I'm missing." You know, we're just being grateful. I have to ask them questions. What are you grateful about? You know, I listen to them talk,
Mhm,
and I'm like, I didn't know that it
mm,
could be this beautiful. It
mhm,
could be this beautiful. That's my relationship with the children. I listen more. Before, I wouldn't allow them to say anything. I'll just be quiet. You know, the African mother's mentality and all that.
mhm,
But the academy has given me the privilege. I've learned a lot. And
mhm,
now listen more, allow them to air their views, you know, try to digest and then talk it over with them.
mhm.
And then my husband, it's been one beautiful journey. I think I've been in this journey for 20 years now.
Wow.
Okay. But
Amazing. Mm,
these few years that I joined the academy has been the best for me
wow.
because we get to talk more. We became more into one another. Even he travels a lot. So even when he's not here, he's here.
Mm,
That's what the academy have taught me. Even when he's not here, he's right here because we get to talk almost every day. We
mhm,
got to discuss things that we don't really discuss before. You
mhm,
know, things that we feel we shouldn't talk about it. We talk about it, and it made the union sweeter. It makes the union, you know, we are looking forward to seeing each other before, you know. But now my husband can prepare some meal for me. Even if I travel, I'll come back and meet food. If he travels, I'm looking forward to him coming back and we'll gist. Things I can't tell people, I'm free to discuss with him. Things that he will just look. I'm looking forward to hear that gist from the office. What happened in the office today? Okay, what do you think about this? How do you feel about this reaction? You know, it has become beautiful ever since I joined the academy, and I'm super, super grateful, Coach Bibi. I'm super grateful. Words are not enough. Thank you very
Thank you
much,
very much, Miss
Ma.
Tina. In fact, you took 4 points together. I had the point of the struggle, then what made you want to join, and of course, the transformation that you have experienced. And you have said all of that, even with the emotional connection with your kids, with your husband. And just in case you are watching us today and you're wondering, wow, I desire the kind of family that she has now is not enough to desire. It's hard work, right? Aditina, was it easy? It
Yes,
was
yes, yes.
it was
It
just
wasn't easy.
hard work. I remember when I met her and we started on this journey. It's not like I knew everything at that time, but we kept on growing. And your commitment to the academy has shown me that yes, um whatever you desire and you want to get, you can always, it's up to you. And I remember something that Coach BSO used to say to us at that time when he says that um, whatever you are the first recipient of whatever you bring into your marriage. You are the first beneficiary of
Exactly.
anything that you bring into the marriage.
Yes.
And, talk to us about the systems, the structures that we run, with the calendar, what did that do for you personally with the systems and structure that we run? Over to you, Miss Tina. Are you there? I guess it was network, but I'm sure she would be back. And one of the things that we do in Fem Academy is that we are, conscious about your growth. We are conscious about your development, not because of anything, but because we are interested in the next generation. And that is the generation, of course, that we're ushering the coming of the Lord. And we want everybody to be ready, want everybody to be able to make up for rapture. We want everybody, wants our the future to be a lot more better place. We want children, to have the right kind of training that they should have. You don't have to go through the long route of wasted years. You can do everything as long as you get to the community. Maybe you are struggling with yelling, you are struggling with accountability. You remember, you remember even. You remember the things you said you were going to do this year in the year 2026, and you said, oh, this year is my year. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And, in the middle of the year, probably you backslide. One of the things that the accountability system would do for you is to hold you by your hand and help you. You find various kind of things in the community. And we used to be called the Wise Wife, Academy. And we started, I think, 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago, thereabout. We started and we were at it. And of course, we have involved to FEM Academy. Now, what is FEM Academy? FEM Academy, our vision is to help family to thrive. That is just it. You're struggling with your parenting, you're struggling with in your marriage, how to keep a balanced structure. That is what we do in FEM Academy. So we are having a 1-year accountability system where we are going to hold you by your hand, and we're going to take you step by step throughout the year, where we can watch you grow, we can watch your family grow. We had an academy in the Wives of Academy. We have over 470 or about 480 wives that we help, in 2025 alone. Yeah. And in 2026, we're even going furthermore to be able to help more families. But one of the things that makes 2026 very, very important and different is because of the accountability system. And what is that accountability system? You come into the structure, you start the year with us, and we are starting in the month of December. So you come into that accountability system with us, and we move and move and move throughout the year. Different months, we have different things that we do. We center on romance, we center on finances, we center on communication, we center on anger management, the curriculum is robust and super, super, super rich, for you. So you have questions, yes. Oh, okay, she's back. If you have questions, we'll be right here to be able to listen to you. So before you went off, Miss Tina, I was particularly blessed about the progress that you have, made. And, right in the FEM Academy, one of the things that we enjoy so much is that we don't preach perfection, we preach progress. We are interested in your progress. Yes, you might fall sometimes. I did fall sometimes, and I got up my bag and I'm like, hey, we need to keep moving. And that is what we are doing in the FEM Academy. A FEM Academy is like a community that is growing, still growing. Imagine someday, somehow, maybe my kids somewhere get to meet with Miss Tina's kids, and I'm like, hey, Miss Tina, can I have Christine and Jed come and spend the weekend with you? Can I have Christine and Jed come and spend the weekend with you? And Miss Tina will say, oh, sure. Why do I want her to go and spend the weekend with Miss Tina? Because I know the kind of person that she is. We have been in the community
Because I know the kind of
together.
person that she is. We
I
have
think
been
you
in
put
the
on the
community
speaker. So
together.
is echoing.
You put on the speaker, so
Is
it's
echoing.
echoing.
No?
It's echoing.
It just started echoing now. Okay. So maybe when it's time for you to say something.
Okay. So maybe
Maybe you
when
mute.
it's
When
time
it's
for
time
you
for
to
you
say
to say
something.
something, you will just mute.
Maybe you mute. When it's time for you to say
That
something, you will just mute out.
Yes. Okay. So, tell us about the structure that we run in the academy. How did that structure help you? The calendar that we have, the webinars that we have, the market days that we have, the different things that we do in the community. How did that amount to the progress that you made in the Fem Academy. And Miss Tina is one of our longest founding members. She's been in this academy for like 3 years, so we've been together. We started this whole stuff together. I mean, it was just she and I, and the academy has grown to over 470 people. So thank you, Miss Tina, for being a part of the success story. So thank you. And just share with us briefly the structure. What has the structure done to you? How has the structure helped you to evolve from the previous person that you were to, the Miss Tina that your family now enjoy? Over to you, Miss Tina. Are you there? I guess your network again. I guess Miss Tina's network. Okay, she'll be back. Okay, she's back now. All right.
Okay, Pastor, I'm
She's back
here.
now. All right.
Okay.
Coach BB, I'm
All right.
here. I'm back here. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I'm super excited. When we're talking about Firm Academy, words are not enough to explain how far we have come or how far I have come. We have a beautiful structure in Farm Academy, from the Monday messages to our spouses. It's been wonderful. I could remember, I won't forget, when we started these Monday messages to our spouses, praying for them. Some of what's that? When did this start? It wasn't really. It was not easy initially, because sometimes I feel like maybe somebody that maybe we're not cool. I'm being asked to send them a message on Monday morning. No, but like, I'm like, necessity is laid upon me. I got to do this, and the testimony has been wonderful. And when I see the rest ones, I'm like, okay, so it's getting better. And as many times as I've done it, that's been from one level of perfection to another. We get to talk more. He's always looking forward to that Monday messages, and each time maybe I forget, I didn't send on time. I'm like, babe, what's happening? That kind of a thing. And the webinars has been awesome. The calendar is very rich. One thing about Fem Academy, the calendar is very, very rich. It cut across all areas of life, the business part, hygiene, diet, a whole lot, the bedroom stuff, those things that we felt, oh, I'm too holy, I'm not going to talk about it. No, not in Firm Academy. We say it as it is. We bear our minds. We learn in the process, and it's been wonderful. If I tell you, I can remember this particular webinar we had, and that we should, I think the night, some of us that we don't used to wear nice wear to sleep as we were being created. To make it beautiful, I have to go and look for night wears and all that. And I'm like, the first day the guy was like, it wasn't it wasn't the usual. It wasn't the usual. But it became sweeter. It became sweeter. So the structure is beautiful. The structure is just very, very rich, because it cut across all areas of life, both the children, how to raise the children, the hygiene part, the dietary, the exercise, the business part of it, the money making part of it is awesome too. We've had beautiful webinars teaching us how to make money. I could remember Coach said it's a sin to have one stream of income. It should be multiple streams of income, because we are not just women. We're not just wives. We are how do I put it now? We are also very relevant, and we shouldn't just relegate ourselves to the room. No, we are smart up here, and we can make some cool monies. Yes, thank you very much, Pastor. Thank you very much, Coach.
That was a beautiful one. That was a beautiful one on the structure.
That was
a beautiful one. That was a beautiful one.
Do you want to help me mute? So I'll just call you again.
The structure. Help me mute. So I'll just call you again.
All right. So like we said, It's a beautiful structure we run in the
All right.
academy. So many, okay, thank you very much, Mr. Shaw. So many things that we do that we keep you, by the time you look at yourself at the end of 2026, you will see the progress that you have made. Now, the Femme Academy is not just for wives, it is for wives and, of course, husbands, because we are holding both persons by the, by the hands, and we're starting the calendar for the 2026 in the month of December. December 1st, we have hit the ground running and hit the ground rolling. You learn to raise your children, the godly way, with lasting impact, with legacy. There are those that sit at the table. There are people that are menu at the table. There are some people that are served at the table. There are some people that serve people at the table. We are calling on you to join in this academy, to sit at the table so that you can raise kings and queens that God has called you to raise. Now, we have a single slot, just in case you're listening to me and you're like, oh, I'm a single parent. Probably this is not for me. We have a single slot. We have for singles. We also have for married. The single slot is about $32 to $33 in a year. And for the couple slot is $53 in a year. Yeah, cheap, right? If you divide that, cover that to Naira, that's 80,000 Naira for the couple slot. Then for the single slot is 50,000 Naira for the year. We like it when couples come into the academy so that you can run faster. If only the wives come in, we realize that they don't make the kind of as much progress. But if couples come in, we can hold both of you, and both of you can hold yourself, in an accountable way. We also read books too in the academy. Yeah, if you want to raise leaders, you must read. So we read books. We're going to have books that we're going to be reading monthly in the academy. Some authored by me, and some authored by my husband, some authored by some of our favorite coaches here and there, that has helped us also in this parenting journey. I know that your heart is bubbling from where you are, and you're like, hey, December 1st, I want to start. December 1st, I want to start. Yes, we are waiting for you. And one of the most amazing things is that once we start December 1st, we most likely might not be able to get you in till December 2026 again, because it's a 1-year accountability system, meaning that you come in December till November next year, and we have carefully created structures that is going to help you, move along the way. Why did we do it like that? If you come in between, you will not flow with it. So we want to start with everybody at the same time, starting with the right foot, starting with the right leg, so that we all make the kind of progress that we are supposed to make, and get to our final destination. All right, we are raising godly seeds, okay? And raising godly seed is serious business. We are raising a community where family thrives. That is our motto in the Femme Academy. So, Miss Tina, I want you to give us, your closing moment words, for the night. Encourage somebody out there that is listening, that would want to join, encourage somebody out there to join, over to you.
Thank you so much, esteemed Coach BB. I also like to take a moment to say thank you to Coach BSO for many times he has dedicated to lecture us. He's like having him around. He's always there. You know, he listens. Sometimes when we pop up questions, he's there to answer and then put us in the right direction. Thank you very much, Coach BSO and Coach BB, my one and only. Thank you very much for the privilege. Thank you for the many things I've learned and I'm still learning. And, the Film Academy, like I said, is a place to be. If you are not there, I wonder what you are doing. And I'm super excited. December is a beautiful time to start, because some of us are going to be going on holiday. It's a time to bond with your spouse. And I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm going to tell everyone I know, everyone on my contact, they know You are not here. If you are not here, I wonder where you are. So please get your year right. Remember, we're starting 1st of December, and you can't come in like Coach said. So you need to tidy up your stuff and join us now. Join the academy now, and I tell you, it's going to be an amazing 1 year. At the end of the year 2026, we'll be shouting because our homes will be a sweet haven for everyone. So I'm looking forward to everyone joining, and I call you to tell someone, to tell someone, to tell someone.
Wow. Thank you so much, Miss Tina, for that beautiful call to action to
That
anyone
is
that is,
happening here in Firm
yeah,
Academy. So much
yeah,
more.
please. Thank you so
Meeting
much,
from
Miss Tina.
to
You can help me mute now. Or I think I can actually mute you from here. All right. So thank you so much, Miss Tina, for pouring out your heart today in the webinar, sharing your testimony so that we can have more families, participate in that beautiful journey. One of the persons that I am most grateful to is Coach BSO. I mean, Coach BSO, I had a little fire and I met with Coach BSO and it became a furnace. Just a little fire was what I had. And I met with him and it became, it's been beautiful. Thank you so much, Coach BSO. If you're watching this, thank you, for very inconvenient times, just like Miss Tina said, we are calling him in the night, we are sending him messages, and he's right there to help us. And Coach also is one of our seasoned facilitator in the Fem Academy, also in the Wise Wife Academy, and he's been there holding a lot of people's hands together. And just in case, we have some webinars in our archives that you can watch. We'll drop the link for you. Go over them, you watch, you still learn a thing or two, not like a thing or two, it will transform your marriage because that's where we are coming from. Then now we are now preparing for the year 2026. Thank you so much, Miss Tina, for sharing your heart. And thank you everyone for being a part of this testimonial service. Let's say service, for being a part of this testimonial today. I want you to remember something. Growth is not a miracle. My dear man of God used to say it, and he still says it, that growth is not a miracle. It's a right application of revealed principles and means. Growth is not magic. Yes, it is method, all right? So when you stay accountable, you are unstoppable. When you stay accountable, you are unstoppable. So see you in our DM. Send us a message, send us a DM, and say, hey, I want to be a part of Fem Academy. And that is where your structure will meet success. And of course, grace will meet growth. All right. So it's like she said something earlier on. It's not by power, it's not by might, it's not even by plenty words that we are speaking today. Sometimes you just have to sit down, meditate on God's word. And of course, that's progress that you are desiring. I don't know where you are in your marriage right now. I don't know where you are in your family, but I can tell you something, that if you stay with us for 1 year, you would see yourself where you begin to get clarity. You see yourself where your family ought to be. I'd like to say a very big thank you again, Miss Tina. I can't thank you enough. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you so much for believing and trusting in me. And of course, on that note, we are going to be drawing the curtain for tonight's testimonial segment. Until we see you in another episode, just watch out. We'll have more testimonials from different wives, families that will be coming up. And until we see you in another episode, good night.